Have you finalized how many friends and family you'll have coming down for this game?
No, not final, but I definitely have like probably over 10 people coming to the game. A lot of them are gonna buy tickets, and some of them just gonna chill out in Dallas because I also have family down there. So.
I know the nameless, faceless, next game, big game, but being from Michigan, it's probably a team you grew up watching. Obviously, you were committed to them. Does this hold more meaning for you?
Yes, sir. It's always been, an opportunity. I cherish this opportunity to play them. I always watched them growing up. Now I get to go against it. I wish it was in the big house, but you can't get a better stage in Texas, so I'm excited.
And then, do you still have friends from that you knew from the recruiting process that are on that team? And
Oh yeah, definitely.
What's the communication like this week?
I talked to Emory Thomas. Hopefully he gets a chance to start. Down in Peoples. Hopefully he plays. Those are guys that I always knew since birth. Little league growing up playing against Michael Wanaway, all those guys at Cass Tech, Vert Hill. I know a good amount. So.
Ryan, all right.
What do you carry with you from that recruiting process and the way things ended up turning out there?
First of all, I'm blessed to be here. I'm happy everything unfolded. I feel like it was just, God's way of telling me that this is home and this is a place to be. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to play. As a true freshman, I played, and I just don't look back at it really. I always will have a special place in my heart for Detroit, like the city of itself. But for our school, I'm a Florida Gator, and I'm proud to be one. So.
Is there any element though where you want to show them what they missed out on?
Oh yeah, of course, and that's coming on game day. So I'm just ready to play vicious, and play with a lot of energy and ready to get this win.
Edgar?
So, yeah, the linebacker position pretty thin right now. What kind of burden does that kind of put on the unit and keeping you guys fresh and healthy?
Camp was tough and it prepared us. Days out here in this unbelievable heat. It makes you strong. So I feel like all we got is all we need, and we'll be fine. In the long run. We have a young group. But we do have experience, so we're excited.
Michigan's known for its physical, kind of smash mouth Big Ten football.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of challenge does that pose this defense up front?
For our front seven, it's just a game that we know we're going to have to buckle up. They're going to try to hit us straight in the mouth, and we're just going to be more physical than they are, and just play with a lot of energy. And I feel like as long as we're on the same page and communicate, we're hard to stop.
Speaking about that front seven, what do you think about when you think of a guy like C.C. Jefferson? What does he bring to the team in front of you?
Oh, great player, unbelievable player. He's poised. He's played since his freshman year. He's a great athlete. He can play inside, outside, and all of our D linemen. You can throw them anywhere on D line. They're great pass rushers, and they also, can move inside if they need to. So.
Michigan's replacing a lot along its offensive line. Does this feel like a real opportunity for you guys to make game-changing plays?
Yes, it does, and there's also a time for us to make a statement. Florida's always been the underdog. They picked us to lose, of course. They didn't think we would go to another SEC championship, but it's fine. We had the opportunity. Coach Matt got us to the stage, so now we just got to make them proud and do what we know how to do.
Ryan, on the right.
If injury does strike this game, what is there behind you guys, behind the top four linebackers? Obviously Christian's there, but who else can step in and play?
You got Christian Garcia, Jeremiah Moon is back healthy, Colin Johnson is back healthy, Rayshard Jackson is back healthy. We got guys that could fill in, that know that played, during the bowl game and things like that, and that know what they're doing, and we're confident enough in it.
McElwain mentioned Brunson had a good camp.
Mm-hmm.
What have you seen from his development?
I feel like he really got a good pace of the defense. Coming from high school, that's probably like the hardest thing to uphold in the grass, and he has a good feel for it. He doesn't mess up too much, and that's one of those guys that just works hard day in and day out. So.
Edgar, on the left.
How critical is it for the defense just to kind of set the tone for this season and this game? I know it's big for the whole team, but just for the defense with so many new faces, and you guys got some experience, I know, but still it's 7 or 8 new starters.
Oh yeah, of course we lose a lot every year. We have great players, guys moving on to the next level every year. I wish we could have kept all those juniors that left, but it is what it is. And I feel like, you know, they are the ones that molded us to, you know, believe that we're ready for this game and that we're ready for anything. We go against the best guys in practice every day. I feel like, you know, we see, 3 or 4 different types of running backs at every practice, so we're very confident in ourselves. So.
In the back.
How big was it for you last year to be able to play behind a guy like Jared Davis? Just how much did you learn from him, and what impact did he have on your development?
I mean, it was huge. Jared is one of those guys that do everything right. You know, he stresses the little things. He watches film study. You can always find him just working to better himself as a person on and off the field. He just took me as a wing, like as a little brother, and I really appreciate that. Him and Alexander, they both, you know, molded me and helped me to, you know, try to become the player that I want to become.
And with Voshan, from year 1 to year 2, how much has he improved, and how big a year do you see him having?
Oh, I feel like Voshan is gonna have a huge year. That's like my brother, man. Like, you know, we're from different areas, but you know, that's the beauty of college football. We all come together with a common purpose, and he's gotten way better. You know, he's become more vocal. He's fast. He's already flying around, and he's gonna have a big year.
Edgar on the left.
Jim Harbaugh is a pretty unique guy. What were some of your interactions like with him?
Okay. I remember when Harbaugh first got the job, and then he came to my school, and then I got the offer to the University of Michigan. So, you know, he's a good guy to me, you know, and I mean, he gave me an opportunity to play for him. So, you know, I won't never speak bad about, you know.
Well, I don't want you to speak badly. Is he kind of eccentric?
He believes in controlled chaos, what I'm hearing from his practices. You know, he has a lot of energy, and, you know, he's a great coach. He's been to a Super Bowl. He's new to college football, so, you know, he got them to a 10-win season last year, and I feel like he's looking forward to having a good one, but not week 1.
Yeah, no, he wore cleats to his press conference today, so
Yeah.
he's ready to roll.
I feel like he wears cleats to every practice that I remember.
In the back.
David, you obviously know your team well. Do you think there's anybody that you've seen in practice all throughout fall camp and in the spring that may shock some people come Saturday?
Big shockers. I mean, you haven't seen Dre Massey in a while. You know, he got injured first game of the season. He's great offensively. He's going to be a plus for our offense, make us more dynamic. Joshua Hammond, he's a very consistent possession wide receiver. On the defensive side of the ball, Jacopalite. Jacopalite. He's a great player. He can beat you with speed, power, finesse. He's a great player, Jacopalite.
Ethan.
You mentioned you and Voshan obviously come from very different areas of the country. Have you talked to him about his background at all, about where he comes from?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it. You know, I haven't been to Miami with him yet, but yeah, I know he went to Northern High School. You know, a lot of greats went there. You know, Dwayne Bowe, Antonio Brown, a lot of guys went there. You know, and him and Richard were actually high school teammates. You know, he always tells me stories about, you know, how he was in Miami and, you know, what number he wore and all these things, and how he played quarterback. I don't know if I believe it, but that's what he says. So.
Do any of the stories about what it was like in Miami stand out to you? Do you remember any of them?
I can't recall right now. I might have to get back to you on that one.
Come up front to Gene.
David, you mentioned earlier that you wish the game was in the big house. It was just kind of an indication of how personally you take it. Could you just talk about what this game emotionally means for you?
I mean, this game means a lot. You know, my recruiting process was a sloppy one at that. So, you know, and before I made my decision, I didn't know where I wanted to go to college. And I was in December, and I knew I wanted to graduate early. So it was like, you know, a big thing. You know, my dad went to Michigan State, and I thought I was going to go there, like, originally growing up. And then I found a love for Michigan. I had guys that, you know, were like family on that staff. Chris Singletary, he went to Arizona, the whole staff, and all those guys left. And then after I decommitted, you know, and seeing Michigan beat Florida on TV like that, everybody from hometown, why are you going there? Stupidest decision in your life. You know, I'm just ready to prove everybody wrong in the hometown. You know, I know it's going to be a house divided, but, you know, I'm eager for this game.
You mentioned that Dre Massey could be a guy who surprises us. When he's on the field, how hard is it for the defense to sort of adjust, not knowing what he's going to be able to do?
Oh, some people probably might have forgot what he's capable of, but you know, going into the season, he had a great camp before, and unfortunately, he had a freak accident. And I know he's a slot receiver that can, you know, you can put him all over the field. He can change the game. He's a game changer.
Brian, you good? Nick?
It's not the snow. What do you miss most about Michigan and about Detroit?
Just, you know, just being home, family. I'm a big family person. You know, in relation to Ann Arbor, my hometown growing up, I probably lived like 15 minutes away. Just family, really. You know.
It's not like a food that you can't get down here.
Coney Island, yeah. It's food, Coney Island. If you ever go to Michigan, you gotta have it. You gotta try it.
Anything else, guys? All right, thanks.